नाम समिट में इस वक्त प्रधानमंत्री मनमोहन सिंह कुछ बोल रहे, सीधे आपको लिए चलते हैं.
Mechanisms for world development. The West Asian and North African region is undergoing profound change. As the world's largest democracy, India supports popular aspiration for a democratic and pluralistic order. Nevertheless, such transformations cannot be prompted or dictated by external intervention which exacerbate the sufferings of ordinary citizens. The deteriorating situation in Syria is a matter of particular concern. Our movement should take a stand on the issue in keeping with universally accepted principles. We should urge all parties to recommit themselves to resolving the crisis peacefully through a Syrian-led, inclusive political process that can meet the legitimate aspiration of all Syrian citizens. The non-aligned movement, Mr. Chairman, has always championed the cause of the Palestinian people. Today, we should renew our pledge to support an early resolution of the Palestinian question so that the long-suffering people of Palestine can live in peace and dignity in a state of their own. Mr. Chairman, in the past individually, we may have had little economic and military clout, but the collective voice and reasoned interventions of our movement commanded respect and credibility. That voice should again find true expression on a variety of issues. We need new instruments of global governance to confront cross-cutting and transnational challenges through coordinated global action. These include international terrorism, proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, the menace of maritime piracy, the growing threat to cyber security, and the growing challenge of pursuing ecologically sustainable development while ensuring water and food security. Mr. Chairman, our movement should take the lead in building global governance structures that are representative, credible, and effective. It is my sincere hope that our movement can agree on action to reform institutions such as the United Nations Security Council, the World Bank, and the IMF. Existing problems cannot be solved effectively without a greater voice for developing countries on issues such as global trade, finance, and development. Mr. Chairman, developing countries can be drivers of global growth. International financial institutions should therefore be encouraged to fund infrastructure development in the developing world in more innovative ways. We should also urge that the current economic crisis should not lead to a dilution of development assistance flows from the developed world to the developing countries. While we come together on the international stage, it is equally important for us to collaborate among ourselves in tackling problems and developing solutions that are best suited to our own circumstances. For example, the developing world is rich in renewable sources of energy like solar power. We should use our financial and intellectual resources to develop renewable energy technologies that get less attention in the industrialized world where the resource base is different. Adoption of these technologies will also enable us to contribute to preservation of the environment. We can learn from each other in this effort. Similarly, food security is a basic problem for many of our countries. Excessive speculation, structural bottlenecks, and a lack of coordination are fueling food inflation at the global level. Our movement should push for effective food policy coordination and cooperation at the global level in areas such as growth of agricultural productivity, weather forecasting, and research and development. Perhaps most relevant for us is to focus on investing in the knowledge economy and building our human resources. When faced with our unique development challenges, our youth have the creativity and energy to find solutions that are innovative, frugal, and affordable. However, we need to provide our youth the skills and equip them to find productive employment in a rapidly changing and interconnected global economy. India would be happy to contribute to a NAM initiative on skill development, particularly focused on the knowledge economy. Mr. Chairman, the African continent provides the intellectual wellspring for many of the leaders of the non-aligned movement. The growth of NAM and decolonization in Africa progressed almost hand in hand. India, therefore, Africa, therefore, has a very special place in NAM. Mr. Chairman, India's own strategic partnership with Africa is premised on making the people of Africa its primary beneficiaries. The India-Africa Forum Summit thus provides for an ambitious program of Pan-African institution building to enhance our multifaceted cooperation. I invite interested NAM members to work with us in areas of priority to Africa. Nearly 2 decades ago, India embarked on a Look East policy in an endeavor to learn and benefit from and contribute to the evolution of a new Asian economic community to our east. However, the progress, prosperity, well-being, political stability and plurality of the Asia to our west has always been of equal historical and civilizational significance for us. A West Asian region that can realize its full developmental potential, live in peace and harmony, and join the community of democratic and plural societies will contribute enormously to human progress and peace in the 21st century. Mr. Chairman, let me conclude by thanking you for this opportunity to renew our movement's collective endeavor for peace and prosperity which are needed in our troubled planet today. Even as our members have differing views on different issues, our sense of common destiny and solidarity unites us and gives us a common sense of purpose. I am certain, Mr. Chairman, that our deliberations will be helpful in restoring this historic movement to its rightful place on the international stage. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.